If you're like most people, you're seeing headlines everywhere right now about the real estate market being hot and about us being in a heavy seller's market, especially in Austin. But what the heck does that mean if you're not immersed in this world? So what it actually means is that we have way more people wanting to buy houses than we have houses for them. We're seeing some houses, some listings in Austin get like 10 offers the first day they go on the market. So buyers are fighting hand over fist to get the properties as they become available. That means if you're selling a house, you might get more than one offer, and you really need to understand how to discern the highest offer from the actual best offer. That's what we're going to talk about today. So if you're a seller, you got your house in the market, you might get two different offers. Say one of them is right at your asking price, which we call the list price. One of them maybe is $10,000 or $20,000 over. So initially you think the $20,000 is better because it's more money, right? But if your buyer is getting a loan to buy the house, then they're going to have their lender appraise your property. And the appraisal has got to come in at that value, or else the buyer won't be able to get the full loan. Someone's going to have to bring extra cash to closing to make the sale happen. So a good agent is going to do their research for you and find out if the buyer has that cash to make up the difference if the house doesn't appraise. If the buyer has extra money or the lender can vouch for the buyer's financial stability, then it might be okay. Also, some buyers are waiving the appraisal and saying they don't care if it appraises or not, they'll bring the cash. So those are really important things to research before you just take that higher offer at face value and run with it. The next thing that you have to look at and analyze is what kind of loan the buyer's getting, because this can make a huge difference in how the whole sales process plays out. So what a lender is looking at if your buyer has a conventional loan is very different than what a lender needs for a VA loan or an FHA loan. VA and FHA loans can produce some more sticking points in the process. So you need to make sure you understand that and that you're willing to take that risk if your higher offer is one of those loan types. Also, if you get a cash offer, that's a whole different ballgame, and you got to look into the differences with that too. Your realtor can help you assess what is actually going to be the smoothest process for you. The other piece that's really critical that a lot of buyers and buyers agents don't even think about is what's most important to you in this transaction as the seller. So you may get an offer that's all cash wanting to close in 2 weeks, and another offer for a similar amount that will give you a lease back on the house and let you stay in long enough to figure out your next steps. So that lease back may end up saving you a lot of money in the long run, even if the offer price is less, because maybe you don't have to find temporary housing, or maybe it just allows you a smoother, more comfortable transition out of your house. So these are all really important pieces that are not always just cut and dry financial. All right, and finally, keep in mind that the sales price is just one piece of the whole offer that you're gonna get. So of course it's the biggest, most exciting piece, but there's all these other little things that can be negotiated within the Texas contract, and they're really important and can impact the rest of your transaction and how smoothly it goes. For example, you may get one offer that's $5,000 over your asking price and another one that's exactly the same as your asking price, but the one that's the same as your asking price is willing to cover some of your closing costs. So in the end, you might walk away from selling your house with the same amount of money either way. The higher sales price looks more flashy, but it might not appraise. Remember, we talked about appraisals. So you might be safer to go with the one that is right at your asking price and the buyer is willing to contribute some of your closing costs. So again, every situation is unique and different, but you have to look at the whole picture, and you need to lean on the advice of a trusted realtor to guide you and help you explain all the nuances that are there. All right, that's it for right now. If you want to talk more about this, leave a comment or get in touch with me. I'd love to go deeper on any of these or talk through the process of selling your home with you. Please subscribe to our channel and watch for future videos. Thanks. Have a good day.